Summertime we fell up in the wintertime. A lot of times we were sleeping out on the front porch. I can't figure that good how old I was at the time they set off the bomb, but it was man, 2 or 3 months before we figured out. Of course, we didn't have a lot of news out there, and I mean it's 3 or 4 months before we figured out what was going on. Yeah, we was out on the front porch. My cousin and brother and I was out on the front porch and sleeping, and my dad and mother was back in the back bedroom, and it shook the house and shook us enough to wake us up. We got up, stood there on the porch. And watched that mushroom smoke. We didn't have any idea what was going on. Nobody ever told us nothing about what was going on. And we sat down and watched that mushroom smoke. And we had a friend on this side of Salinas Peak, right at the foot of Salinas Peak, that was under the Jeep pickup hood, working on his pickup. And he thought his wife walked up with a flashlight. He said it lit up just bright as it could be, and then it got dark just as quick. And he thought his wife walked up with a flashlight. And he looked around and she wasn't there. So up north of the site, the atomic bomb site, Trinity site they called it, north of it, that old smoke settled to the north. And them white-faced cows, there's red, white-faced cows. And you could tell which side of the cattle was laying toward the Trinity site, because them red, white-faced cows and the red on them cattle turned cream colored, kind of a yellowish color. My dad took us up there and showed them a bunch of them, and the government confiscated a bunch of them for tests. And the pinions up there in that country all turned same color, just a yellowish color. But the pinions was good, because we eat a bunch of them. That little store there at Bingham, we stopped in there and bought some pinions, and them pinions was a yellow color. The hull, the outside hulls. The pinion was good. They filled out and they was good. There was some old burnt green sand. Later on, my dad leased Dave McDonald's place up there where the Army camp was, where the main camp was set up. And my dad leased that ranch from Dave McDonald. And we run cattle on it. And my brother and wife and his wife went up there, and the gates were sewed wide open. And we went in there and picked up a bunch of that. It melted sand is what it was. And we went in there and picked up a bunch of it and took it down there and had it by the door down at the house. And there's a guy come out there and asked us what that was, and we told him. He said, well, you better get rid of that. That's radioactive. And I tell people that now, and they said, well, you'd light up a light bulb. I told them, I don't think so. But no, we walked around out in there and all. Now they've got a monument set up as you go in the gate. That wasn't, they got a hole dug out there and all, but that wasn't where the bomb went off. No, it wasn't scary and all, other than we just didn't know what was going on. Then nobody had said anything about it to us. We didn't have any idea anything like that was going on.